Back in the 80s, our parents didn't order our Christmas presents online because the internet didn't exist yet. Back then, it was all about catalogs. Every major department store like Sears and JCPenney will put out these holiday wish books. So every year, it was a tradition to browse through these books and circle all the things that you wanted Santa to bring you. Everything you could possibly imagine was in these books. There were video games, of course. You'd see all kinds of crap like the Rollin' Rocker and Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. For $39.87? That's criminal. Speaking of prices, it's funny that at some point, the NES and the Atari 7800 were both the same price. For the 7800, it says it has super responsive joysticks because they knew the Atari 5200 controllers were pieces of shit. Yeah, having a responsive controller is kind of a necessity, wouldn't you say? Also, Super 8 cameras and VHS cameras coexisted. A new VHS camera could cost $1,000. Yeah, being able to record yourself with actual footage was a luxury. My family always had to rent one. There were action figures, you had Ninja Turtles, Inhumanoids, the real Ghostbusters, as well as the other Ghostbusters that nobody gave a shit about. There was the giant G.I. Joe aircraft carrier, all kinds of toys, everything. You can tell that the people who photographed these action figures didn't know anything about them. Like, why is Lion-O and Mumra riding together in the Thunder Tank? And why is laser spelled with quotes? Did Dr. Evil write this? I can't do these books justice. I highly recommend that if you can find one of them, take a look through. It's really a trip. When I say everything was in these books, I mean literally everything. Science stuff, horses, jewelry, lingerie. You turn from a page with kitty stuff to see tobacco. These books were mostly for kids to tell their parents what they want, and there were even coloring pages in there. But then there were things like knives and guns. That's terrible that a kid would be flipping through and see that. You'd go from a page that has all kinds of kitty sleeping bags, and right on the other side of the page is a gun cabinet. Right underneath the Mario sleeping bag is an assortment of guns, and there were lots of them. Back to the video games. A lot of times the descriptions were questionable. For Zelda, it said, "Gather crystals to stop warlords." That's the worst description to Zelda I've ever heard. Karate Kid on the NES had the wrong screenshot. Where'd they get that from? That's not the Karate Kid. For Ghostbusters on Sega Master System, it says "scare up some fun." Oh, you bet. And it retains the typo Gorza instead of Gozer. Then we get to the Tiger games. Oh my. You're at the wheel for all the high-speed thrills of real racing. Full of exciting action, true-to-life graphics and sound effects? Are you fucking kidding me? There was no telling if the games were good or not. If it made it into the same catalog as Zelda, you assumed it would be awesome. Like I mentioned, this was the BI era before internet. There were no online game reviews to tell you when a game sucked the big one. It was all a crapshoot. All you had was a screenshot, a weak description, and sometimes word of mouth. We would usually gravitate towards games that had some kind of reputation. Skate or Die was one of those, a game